Want to get a gungeon going? Mmm. That is some disgusting, disgusting coffee. Yuck. It's a little late to be having coffee. Man, what? There's no pimple there, what? What are you screwing with me, game? I mean, Streamlabs? What are we on? We're on like 372? Yeah. That streak's still on the rise. Is there another wave? Nope. Thought there'd be another wave. That's the only reason I use that. But yeah, how are you doing, Rejecting? I'm doing alright. Myself. There's not much going on. Just decided to stream. I've been doing a lot of these videos, a lot of these gungeon runs just on YouTube. Just because, like, my mind is kind of all over the place. I don't feel... When I start playing, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel. What I'm going to talk about, like, if I'm going to get into, like, serious shit or jokey, lighthearted. I think if I have anything serious on my brain, I just do the video for YouTube. I don't do the, Dude, I need to get away from that. I tend to not do the whole thing. God damn. Alright, I didn't get any of those to explode near other enemies. Whoa. I don't do the thing on Twitch, because on Twitch, sometimes I get in a... people don't really want to see somebody that's in a bad mood. And that's understandable, because they're coming for entertainment. And entertainment is not a person being serious. What is this? Sorry, I gotta look at something Jackie sent me. Okay. Oh, it's just a list of, That's alright. I've been alright, for the most part. Things have changed a little bit around here. Nate has left. He went back to his apartment. So it's me and Jackie now. And the animals, of course. It does feel a little, I don't know, a little like hollow now, just a little bit. For the most part, it's still just fine. We're doing all right. We're not sick. We're not starving. We're keeping everything going quite all right. We just got the governor today or yesterday or something just extended the stay at home, stay at place, whatever it's called, order until the end of May at the earliest, which is fine. We're still doing okay. Like, our mental and physical well-being while being at home is doing all right. And I don't think that, like, I think Jackie and I both agree that rushing it, pushing forward way early is potentially problematic, and we don't want to be out and in it if things are still on the rise. So we're kind of feeling like, let this whole thing, oh god, that was dumb, let this whole thing run its course and then get back to normalcy when normalcy returns. Oh, you're feeling the same way, or is your stay-at-home order for the same duration? I talked to my sister today. She said that their stay-at place is until the middle of June, I believe. June 10th, I think she said. Ours is May 31st, so they got 10 days on us. Oh god, that was close. Ooh. Okay. Cool. Are you doing alright in general? I know that this whole thing is affecting different people to different degrees. Yeah, I'm pretty sure ours is going to get extended. During Governor Inslee's address, he basically said, like, don't expect this to be over soon. I think they're looking at fall as well for us. And whatever has to happen, has to happen. I don't know if they're going to go on this phase 2. The link Jackie just sent me was, oh yeah, Washington State got hit. Yeah, I heard Michigan is taking a beating right now. Washington State got hit really hard, really early, and I think is doing better for it. How you doing, Roddy? You know what? I think there are more instances where this is going to be useful than that. Jackie wanted to know how you were doing, Roddy. How life is treating you. She was asking about you. Doom, doom. Are you making a Michael Cera reference? I don't understand. Is Michigan still being hit fairly hard, or is it what am I doing? Or is it on the mend? It's like, I feel like this situation is one of those times where I want to know a bunch of stuff, but I know that for my own brain, it's not the best idea to really track it like it's a shiny Pokemon or something. If I put all of my effort behind following the upflow and the downflow of this disease, I'm going to get consumed by it. And I don't want to. I want my thoughts to be able to get out of it, you know? Okay. Yeah, all I know about Washington State is that last I checked, which was like a week or two ago, it was still at a transmission rate of 1. Which means for every one person that gets it, they give it to one person, which is better than the initial transmission rate, which was around 7 or 8, which is ridiculous considering how exponential that is. So if it's at, let's just say it's at 8. One person gets it, we're still continuing regular life as if nothing's going on. They give it to 8 people. Each of those 8 people, this is, I mean, it's an average, of course, but just for the sake of discussion, each of those 8 people then give it to 8 more people. That is 64 people with it. 64 times 8, we're talking about a number that's bigger than the size of the sun. I think over an average period. So it's not saying that every single person specifically is getting it. It means that by the time one person recovers, there's another person ready for their spot in the hospital. I don't know what the time period is for that. Table tech money's good, but it's so expensive. And that's a joke. Weapon. But again, I'm trying to get baseline information, but not fixate. And once I'm looking at like the specifics of numbers and stuff like that, I feel like I know that I would be deep diving, and I don't want to do that. I really want to just, I want to want to know what I need to do to follow like best practices. Hard time talking today. But then I want to like not saturate, basically. CP CCP Gray, I think is his name, did a video called Spaceship U, I think, Lockdown Special Spaceship U or something. It basically, it supposes this situation is everyone going into a pod into space. And each person then has to just maintain the function of the spaceship in isolation. And it's basically a list of ways to deal with being locked away, being isolated, a way to keep yourself sane, to keep things functioning, and to keep contributing to your own personal development and contributing to humanity as a whole, if there's any way for you to do that. And it's a really good... I really like CCP Gray. CCP? Why am I thinking it's CGP? I can't... I gotta look it up. It's driving me crazy. CGP Gray. Yeah, it is CGP Gray. That's why it's making me think that it's them. But CGP Gray is, he does some incredible... He basically does, like, video essays, but they're not about, like, 30 ways that Christopher Nolan used the Joker in The Dark Knight. It's, like... It's usually about, like, history or science, some random subject that interests him. And then he does, you know, they're stick figure drawings, so what? But it's interesting commentary about subjects that I wouldn't really think about, presented in ways that I haven't really thought of. And it's kind of, like, I showed Jackie the Spaceship U video earlier today, and she left feeling really good. It's not, I mean, obviously the video, the style of it is not her cup of tea, but I think it's, like, it's a testament to his ability to convey a complex idea simply. The Tumbleweed one is really good too. Tumbleweed, there's one about, like, Long Island, I think, or some New York island, that I thought was really good, like the contentious ownership of said island. Ooh. Is it Liberty Island? I think it is Liberty Island. Yeah, that sounds... Alright, Staten Island doesn't necessarily sound like it's the right one. Yeah, CGP Gray. I actually first watched a video of him because of... Oh, this is Roddy again. There you go, there's your, like, once an hour Greg. Dude, I need to, I think that's a game I should play through again. That, and I think I'm gonna play through Inside again. I'm like, I want to have, like, a list of things to do. Yeah, I know he has a podcast. I really like his curated content, though. Oh, we fucking did it! Wow. So we got Star Pew recently, so I didn't think we would get it. But Star Pew plus Trash Cannon is fucking amazing. That's actually, like, really, really good. We have some incredible weapons now. Star Pew is great on its own. Like, look at that. And then getting the explosive shots from the recycle bin, it's the only way that Trash Cannon is useful. This is good. Alright. Oh, okay, so we're gonna have a tougher decision now because of exactly that. I was like, well, we're not gonna be able to get Tabletech money because of need keys. We don't need keys. So we got TTM. Trash cannot. I think there's a webcomic. Do you know who? Does anybody know who Jeffrey Rowland is? Rowland. he's a Massachusetts-based webcomic artist who, God, I can't remember what made him famous temporarily, but he is the owner of the biggest internet t-shirt chain. At least he was like 10 years ago. Yeah, he did When I Grow Up and Wigoo, and Topato Co. is his t-shirt company. I think they were doing the greatest number of internet t-shirts for a while. Anyway, he went to a concert with a bunch of Canadian friends, and man, I really set this up poorly. Anyway, he said, are we Canadians or Cantadians? And that's the whole joke. You're welcome, everybody. Alright, accuracy is fine. Why the hell did I set that up like that? What's going on?
My mom calls me up. She's like, oh, I'm falling asleep, and I want to tell you about nutritional yeast. And then she starts telling me that the people in Michigan are right, and...
What people? The protesters?
Yeah.
Because she wants to go outside?
And she's like, well, I have personal responsibility. I should be able to go for a hike. And I'm like, what about all the people that you're passing on these trails? And she's like, well, I go to places that don't have a lot of people. Like, so if you saw someone, you would run into the woods?
Retracting.
It's not just about you, it's about other people.
Yeah, retracting. The person that's watching the stream right now is from Michigan, and he's talking about how rough it's going right there.
The protesters?
No, how rough it is, how rough the state has it, and people wanting to get out are fundamentally problematic. But your mom is just very selfish about this. I don't know what else to say, or if anything else needs to be said.
Just cussed her out on that.
Yeah, it sucks.
So, you know what? Fuck that. You're being shitty and irresponsible.
Oh well, Michigan was one of the places that had people protesting anti-government protests, calling the governor an idiot. Yeah, with firearms, just lining up in front of the state house with guns, saying that their civil liberties are being oppressed. Etc., etc., and not understanding that this is for the benefit of them and everyone else. It's not slavery.
And that's the fucking shit my mom was saying too, man.
Well, your mom is a conspiracy theorist following idiot. Yeah, she's losing it. Oh shit, I totally forgot that I had Table Tech Money. That was a good one. Jaggie's mom gets her worked up very, very consistently. We were just talking about giving her more of a benefit of the doubt too. Yesterday. It was hilarious.
You know what?
What's up, baby?
Sorry. I was like, what about that poor little girl's mother who you called and bitched out a few weeks ago? What about that? You're saying she's so irresponsible for being a nurse that works in a hospital to let her daughter come over?
Yeah.
But you're willing to just interact with anybody?
That didn't affect her. It's do as I say, not what I do for a lot of people. They want to be able to do whatever they want, but they don't think that other people should. No.
Just because you're bored doesn't make you immune now.
Yeah. I read Dune for the first time very recently, Bob, and I don't think that it's a bad book. It is definitely not my kind of book. So I wasn't a huge fan myself. But I like understand why it's the phenom that it is, but I didn't personally love it. I do like the old David Lynch movie, and I mean, Denis Villeneuve is, I will see like anything that man puts out, honestly. So I'm going to see it, but I'm not a big Dune head. It didn't have the same resonance with me. I think it's one of those books where, for me, and this is not a criticism of the book, it's specifically the aim of the author. I personally kind of hate the idea of destiny, predestination, all that stuff. I hate the idea of a book basically just finding a surprising way to get to the point that it's stated at the beginning. Because to me that's like not surprising. That you got where you said you were going to get. But that alone isn't what ruined it. It felt like the characters were too big. Like they were, the story it was telling was so huge that it couldn't maintain my interest, I guess. Like, I don't need books to be like these totally introspective, small-scale, you know, stories about like one or two people or anything like that, about one family dealing with one issue. But I never got to feel any connection to the characters. The characters were just all superhumans. They were just all overly heroic to the point of, I don't know, I couldn't feel their strife and their struggles. Everybody was too perfect or was destined to be too perfect by the end. Like, I'm still excited to see what Denis V does with it, though. I'm listening to the audiobook of of Gravity's Rainbow. This will be the 4th time I've gone through it. First time as an audiobook. I'm really liking it as an audiobook. I read it so carefully and closely the first 2 times I read it that it's like, it's really nice to hear someone else perform the thing that I've read. I think I'm also going to reread Sometimes a Great Notion by Ken Kesey, because I know it's about logging disputes, but I can't think of anything else that it's about. A kid with like psychological issues or multiple personality disorder or hallucinations or something. And that's all I can really remember about it. And it's a book that I have, so I want to read what I have. Oh, mother of fuck. Dang, that sucked. I really should have checked. I'd have a key now if I had checked. $62, right. Orbit's gum. Honestly, I can't read digital books, Bob. Like, I can't... without a Kindle, I can't... I've read a few books on my phone. I read Inherent Vice and Bleeding Edge by Thomas Pynchon. On my phone, and I really wish I hadn't. Like, it's just too... It's too unpleasant to read it on a computer screen or on the phone. Like, for me. And I know that's, like, both old-fashioned and problematic in its own way, but... yeah, I think I don't know. So I am getting an iPad for drawing specifically. I have my my drawing monitor, but I want to be able to sketch from life, and I can't bring everything to my office. See you later, Eddie. I'll probably still be going when you get done with your call. What? They don't charge? That sucks. I'll catch you later, dude. I have not. Mostly I want to work with color, though. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I never have worked with color before. I did printmaking, and there were some color layers, but it was mostly just about the medium itself and not about the image. And like a lot of the sculpture I did in school was not about color. It was a lot of unpainted pieces a lot of the time. Just in the pure plaster. So I'm having a really, really great time focusing on color, which is another reason that I have a drawing, like a little drawing pad, a little sketchbook, and it's fine, but a combination of wanting to learn to use digital illustration more and like a growing comfort with it, as well as like a focus on color specifically, is like, I don't know, I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah. What's up, baby?
Oh, I just sent Moses like a really funny video, and he texted me back like, yeah, I saw that earlier. That kid, it makes my blood boil that he's still free. I'm like, what? I'll show it to you later in the video. It's very good.
Oh, I assume that it's like, it's got that weird delayed thing. I think that there might be a reading mode, an e-ink mode on the iPad. So I might be able to do that and get into digital books more, but I have such a hard time with it if it just looks like an iPhone. Like, that shit sucks. Oh, it's a feel thing, okay. How come my shadow clones shots shoot all the bullets? Is that 2 ammos? Boo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. We'll see. Digital paper. Whoa, that guy's got hair that goes straight up. It's weird. Why does his hair go up like that?
Like feel. All the top 5 list. Coming in at number 4, the Supernote by Rata. A5 and A6. Thin,
show the thing.
Amount of resistance, the perfect amount of torque gives you a very realistic feel. But the nibs don't wear down like the Remarkable and the Sony devices do, because they are
that
made of
really
plastic.
looks like he's scratching into
pride
it.
And joy when it comes to the heart of taking device. You can shoot video, 4K video editing on the go.
It looks like he's talking about the iPad now.
120
yeah.
hertz Pro Motion. This thing.
Okay, I'll look over that more. The iPad's already on its way, so I don't think I'm gonna buy another tablet. I had a Kindle for a while, and then I got my iPhone. I got like the iPhone 6 or whatever way back, and so I gave my Kindle away, and I used it for reading like 2 or 3 books, and then I was like, dude, I have a constant headache from this, so I will. I can't do the iPhone. I hope that there's a better option on the pad, because more people use it as a book replacement. Hey Splatubi, how you do? How do you be, Splatubi? how are you is what I'm trying to say. Ah, get away from me! Alright, had to use one of my blanks, that sucks. And then immediately got hit right afterwards. That's cool. I like it. And again. Boop boop doop. Ba ba da ba da ba da da da. Okay, yeah, I tend to always have. Ooh, why did I open that? I tend to always. Oh, it's just a laser thing. Always have, you know, even if I'm looking at my phone, I have my light on. I'm feeling the old age in the eyes. I'm feeling the years catch up to me, eye style, and I've always like really liked having good vision. The idea of not scares the bejesus out of me. Who I imagine is flying around with his fat little body, short little wings, you know, taking the sin of the other bees. Oh, it's always this guy. Yeah, I wonder if there is I don't know, some sort of e-book reader. I think I'm going to take this. It's probably a bad call. But does it matter because I'm probably going to take this. A lot of active items all at once, all of a sudden. Google Play. Google Playbooks, okay. It's a disappointing gun to get. I don't have any way to damage myself to get that thing going, so we're just gonna go, I guess. We're gonna miss the second secret room. Does the Amazon Kindle Reader have any kind of, I don't know why I did that. Any kind of thing? That's what I use for audiobooks right now. I wonder if I still have my account info for my Kindle thing. I probably have some books that I haven't read. Does it have like an does it have an e-book reader, like a viewer? Or is it just a marketplace? I don't really know how it works because I haven't used it. Okay. Dang, that sucked. No, I mean I guess I mean the Kindle app. For other devices. I guess I could just download it and test it out instead of putting the burden on figuring out on you. Whoop. Ooh. Yeah, Jackie bought some books last time we were in Portland at the big old Portland book mansion or whatever it's called, that she hasn't gotten to yet. She just finished her second book by Celeste Ng. Everything I Never Told You, I think, is the second one. We both read Little Fires Everywhere fairly recently, which got turned into a really disappointing TV show. Yeah, Pals. The book mansion. But I don't know. She has like a book called The Immortalists, I think. One called Contigri or something. Contigri. I don't know anything about them. They both seem like not my cup of tea. But she's about to read Overstory, which is a book I just finished. And I recommend it. It's very good for a long time, and then it just kind of starts to fall flat once I feel like the actual significant story has been told, and it's still just kind of hanging on because the characters aren't done or whatever. But it's such a good, like the first, I think it's a 500-page book, 400-page book. The first 300 pages are absolutely phenomenal. And then it just kind of gets like, It's a real tree hugger of a book, but it's a really good. It's like I mean, that's the point of it. It's about trees, but it's so fucking well written, and it makes you think about stuff that you never thought about. I didn't care about trees and forests before I read it. I mean, I cared about them, but I didn't care about them enough. I'm trying to put some of the stuff I learned into practice. It's really hard, especially from, self-isolation. Self-imposed isolation. The phrase self-isolation feels weird to me because it's repetitive. And it's not even self-imposed isolation, so never mind. I mean, it's kind of, I could, break the governor's suggestions and go out if I wanted to be a rotten dick. But not about that. I'm all about like just doing this thing and fixing it. Doing whatever sacrifice it takes to be done with this completely when we're done with it at all. I'm on board with that. I don't know what to use here. Oops. Ooh. Scary stuff. I gotta wait until after this boss fight to see what you read, Bob. What you wrote. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm still gonna do as much of my part as I can. I know that it only takes like one to fuck the whole thing up. It only takes one state with open travel rules and et cetera to screw us all. But was South Korea suffering again? I thought they basically had it knocked out. I thought they were the prime example of what to do. Like, again, I haven't been looking too closely. Well, one person was that whole patient zero thing. That's all it takes for these, especially something so contagious. It's insane how fucking contagious this thing is. Like, yeah, okay, that's still not. I was I was thinking you were saying that it's going to be like at, you know, dumb old American levels. Like, did you see the statistic? Again, like, I'll get this out of my system because I'm going to, you know, it's been brought up, so I'm going to continue talking about it. But did you see the statistic where, like, the number of deaths in the U.S. has surpassed the number of American soldiers killed in, what's it called? In Vietnam? In a month? Under lockdown? We've surpassed the number of lives lost in Vietnam. And people are still acting like it's like a fucking bother to do their goddamn part and just stay home. That's deaths. That's not cases, and that's not people sick. That's not people who are just feeling bad, coughing, and then recovering. Those are the people who are in the ground now in a single month. It's fucking insane. So yeah, Jackie and I are all about doing this right over the long haul. Doing as much of this as right as possible for as long as is necessary. This gun sucks. Both of these guns suck. But we're on the floor where we start to sell stuff. I don't know, dude. Like, I feel like there should be a fucking... What was it that they called... That they said people were going through after World War I? The disenchantment or disillusionment period. That time where there was so much surprising and basically unexplainable loss of life that there was a rise in spiritualism. People were like... It started the flappers and the kind of like... take everything for granted, kind of non-acceptance of personal responsibility, and the world is this chaotic place where everything can be stripped from you for no reason. I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, is what I'm trying very hard to say, if there's a reaction in one of those directions after this whole thing. But the deniers is just they're so insane. They want to act like it's somebody else doing something wrong, but it's really just their blanket and obvious selfishness. That's they want to have normalcy. They want to have their life the way that it was before. Why do they have to give up stuff? I don't know. Sacrifice isn't fun, or it wouldn't be sacrifice, but it's still necessary. I hope you mean online church attendance has gone up. Because if people are still gathering at church, fuck them. Just, can we saw Florida off and kick it into the water? Like, is that possible? Florida's the reason we got the ever-charming and infinitely excitable... Oh, wait, no. We got Bush instead of the ever-charming and infinitely excitable Al Gore. I mean, I still would have preferred Gore. The doy, but... he really didn't bring a lot of enthusiasm to the table. Ooh, those are some bad dodges. Ah, fuck. I hate these. These wall bullets, dude. This is like my third time in a row fighting this fucking dude. I've just been doing most of my videos on, or most of mine off Twitch. Ah, screw this guy. I gotta get in there and just deal some freaking heavy damage to him. There we go. I'm getting a lot of Rube and Dine Mark 1 also. Still not loving it. We're getting rid of the Huntsman. There's no need for it. A flawless on the High Priest is as good as a flawless in the Old King for my metrics. Like, I don't flawless that guy very often. The hardest, the least likely to flawless is still the stupid secret door or whatever. The Door Lord. That guy. I'm never excited to see him. I could practice him by just doing boss rush, but no one would find that fun. I usually just go, oh, we lost our lead god. He showed up. For being a black chest item, this spooky good friend or whatever is a real stinker. Boo 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 doo boo. His name was June Disillusion. So I heard there's a class action lawsuit against Microsoft for their controller drift. I thought that my controller was being funny, but I wasn't sure. I've gotten my Joy-Cons have been, they're busted. I had to buy a new pair of Joy-Cons because I have been playing so much fucking Animal Crossing, and I can't stand watching my character just slow walk away from wherever I put her. But this Microsoft Elite controller or whatever, like when I let go, the camera will often just go above me, and it really sucks because I don't think I could go back to using a controller without the paddles specifically for this game. Someone sent me a link to that, but I haven't checked it out. I actually haven't been playing very much Animal Crossing since Nate bounced. Been just checking it out, but it's weird now. It was real nice having 3 people that were really focused on it. It feels like Jackie's lost a little bit of interest, and I have lost a little bit of interest too, just because we don't have our whole crew. His name was June Disillusion. She tried to forget. Bum 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 do 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 don't someone say the heart keeps. Yeah, I mean, like, it's an open-ended game, right? It's a game where you, as the player, have to find a way to keep playing. I've been working on building up my house, making it look nice. I got the right stuff. I think my rooms feel good. I paid off my final loan, which gave me next to nothing, so I just, blew almost 2.5 million bells. But man, I kept a lot of real crappy guns. But I'm finding since there's not really anything doing from having all that stuff, it's not like The Sims where your character's happiness level or whatever goes up because you got the nice big TV instead of the little one. It's just kind of like, hey, look at this thing I did. And I'm not like I'm not one of the people on the Animal Crossing subreddit showing off their, you know, shot-for-shot recreation of, I don't know, the apartment from American Psycho, or the character from The Lighthouse, or whatever. It's like, I do something that I like, and then I'm like, okay, this is where I like it, and then I put the game down, and I don't think about it until, oh, wow! I meant to flip the table with every single one of those dodge rolls. I'm so lucky I didn't get hit. This guy will light it all on fire. He didn't light anything on fire. That's so-and-so. But it's cool. There's some new bugs popped up with the 1st of May. Appreciated that. The Mayday maze was cool. Is cool. I guess it's still there. But after that, I don't know. Try to make some more money, sell some more turnips. I'm working on getting my island villagers to love me a little more through bribes. But even still, it doesn't have the Stardew Valley's like romance system. You know what? If they just made Stardew Valley with a one-to-one day thing, and maybe like a little less of an emphasis on the energy meter or whatever, I would prefer that, since it's got all the more narrative elements. Then you're good. I've been thinking about doing some more midday streams, but I always like I always find myself distracted in the middle of the day. But thanks for being around, retracting. It's always good to see you. Your enthusiasm is infectious. This time of day is when it feels absolutely perfect for me to start a stream. I've gotten all of the things that I have to do for the day out of the way, so there's nothing pressing onto me as an obligation or anything like that. Like if I were to do more daytime streams, they would not arbitrarily, they would fundamentally, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, they would necessarily be shorter, because I got something to do. At 7 o'clock we got work like I have from 11 to 7 to do it, and in that time I'm usually deciding what I want to do during work. I'm making some lunch, I'm doing some yard work if the weather's nice. I'm like trying to get some sunlight on my skinny skin. So it's less likely that I can do this at a good time, especially for East Coasters. This guy's gonna pop up on the side. Nope. Also, the stream usually looks worse in the day because I have all of the light, the filter, the chroma key, all of that are set for interior lights only, and I don't have blackout curtains for my office, so there's only so much one can do. Oh, this bunghole, I remember him. Ooh, I finished one of my shit guns, cool. I totally should have sold this one. Dude, what's wrong with me? Do 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 do. Don't know what we're going to use. The boss, probably the same weapons. I gotta wait until I have. Until I have it figured out if I'm gonna get any more freaking keys before I can even do that thing. Catch you later, Bobby. I will see you around. You have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Boop. Boop. Whoa. That was a pretty rude place for that guy to spawn. Unconsiderate of him. Am I gonna get another key? Am I gonna get another key? Oh, whoa, oh, oh, oh. One of the benefits of this lockdown has been listening to a lot more music during my hour of work. I've been actually, oh, that's great. Been playing music on Spotify, which for some reason I wasn't doing. Ooh, so many. There were so many active items earlier. Dang. Just walked right into it. The boundaries of love are hard to share. Hey, 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 hey. So hard to break. Alright, well, we can get both of these. Good shit. I should still check. But everybody every day. Hey, 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 hey. Why is love so hard to fake? I don't think either of those guns are going to be very useful for me. Are you kidding me? If you switch off of the reload stone, you lose access to it. I just lost my lead god to... Oh, did I not actually use it? That sucked either way. Hey Sam, how you doing? What have you been up to today? I'm guessing kicking it old school style. Yeah, that's what me and the kids call kicking it old school style. Know what I'm saying? Emote? What's the emote look like? This is like a guy going like... I'd call that one a half shrug. If I were you. Boop, 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 boop. We lost our lead gun because didn't activate that active item that we thought we had in set in stone and in motion. And I walked smoothly, coolly, calmly, walked into a bullet. Idiot style. Let's get rid of 2 shitty guns. And now is love so hard to shake. Let's see what this thing looks like. It's like a cat that's going like this. Like looking down his face with mouth agape. Kaz, Fernand for cat. I didn't say a grape. His mouth is not a grape, it is a gape. I guess I'll buy that stupid gun that I don't want. Because... why not? Got some sort of synergy with it. What's the synergy? Walk fast. Keep. Blast. What's this fucking synergy? What's it called? What's it called? Tell me what's it called? Strafe gun. In the mood. If the player has BSG or Thunderclap, slightly increases movement speed, increases the shot speed of guns by 25%. Not good enough to make it useful. Maybe if I equip it, I can run faster though. Let's see. I don't know. That seems about the same to me. Maybe it's a little faster. I don't know. Whatever. We're going to use the javelin or the water thing and the... Oh no, we got to save something for the boss. So maybe I will use this. I don't know. Maybe it's like cat lean back. I don't know. Mine are like Rufus MC1 or Rufus MC Sad or something like that. LG or something. I don't even remember the names of my my emotes. It's been such a long time since I thought about that stuff. I should maybe perhaps consider putting a little bit more TLC into my aim. I was working on making an animated intro for the stream. Not using that one that I've been using for 2 years or however long now. I want to make one that's in the style of Broad City. I think Broad City has one of the best intro sequences in the history of television. I know I brought this up plenty of times because it's very understated. It goes 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and then it has a little bit of a jingle. And Broad City, the letters of Broad City are animated in a different way every episode. So if you're a very careful, very dedicated watcher of the show, you can tell what episode you're in for based on the. It's kind of like the Simpsons couch gag thing. You can tell what you're getting into just based on the intro sequence, and I like that. I'm not gonna have a million customized ones. I just want to have one that's in that style. But animation for me is a very slow process, and I don't have music, and I can't just do the literal Broad City music because that's illegal. I'd be arrested for thievery by the IP police. By the IP police. You guys know that movie with Donnie Yu where he plays the guy that eventually taught Bruce Lee how to punch? Do you think it's called IP Man or Ip Man? I honestly don't know. Ip Man sounds stupid, but I don't know Chinese, so maybe it sounds smart. I thought it was 1P Man when I first saw it, because I thought it was like a fighting game with player one, which is dumb, and I'm dumb for even having thought of that, and I'm even dumber for having let everybody know that I thought of that, thought it was that, but you know, it's true. But I remember the movie being kind of good. I don't know, Donnie Yu is in that new Mulan movie, and he's basically outspokenly against the protests in Hong Kong, so he can go fuck himself. As far as I care. You know, I'm sure his celebrity and his position on the matter is great for the Chinese Communist Party. But for me, I'm not so big of a fan of it. The CCP. That's probably why he's not CCP gray. That's probably why he's still CGP gray. I feel like I'm pedaling, dog paddling. I'm not getting anywhere conversationally. I'm just bouncing around betwixt ideas. That and I'm jumping into bullets. Oh, fucking shit. What's wrong with me? I have some guns that I actually like. That I have not been using for no reason. I'm getting hit. Looking like a shit. No reason. Oops. Come on. Hit me. Hit me. Why is love so hard to make? Wait, that's not the lyric. Anybody that hasn't listened to them should listen to Morning Teleportation. It is a good band, good guys. It's wild, all over the place style party music. But not like Andrew WK, hyper self-aware about the partying aspect of the music. It just feels like it would be good to party with. Ooh, we made it right on the first try. It's been one of those kinds of runs where I find myself dodging toward and into bullets off tan. And I hate it. I'm smarter than that. You don't dodge into the bullet, you dodge out to the bullet. Ooh. Stop summoning people, you sack of shit. Why you gotta be like this? Just you and me, my superior fire power and dodging abilities, and your shitty guns and your death. Dude, little Lichy Skelly Swa not pulling his weight. I'm gonna see if I can make it here and get this heart before I get grabbed. Yes! Yes, sir-roni! Let's get, in our other hand, this. It's one that it feels relatively smelatively safe to use that on. Ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ah, that felt good. Ooh. First fight felt bad. Ma'am. Feels bad, ma'am. Yeah. Let's build that one up real quick. If we can. Oh boy, baby, boy, boy. Oh god, I'm in a giant puddle of poison and I don't have any kind of proofedness. Blam, kablam, kablow, kablam, kablow, 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 blow, blam, kablow, blow, blam. That was a good fight. It was a shitty run. I can't believe I thought I had my goddamn reload stone going and I took a hit directly to the face. I gotta remember that reload stone, you still dodge. When you dodge, you'll still get the suck. It's not better to get a suck and not dodge. But I think that I did dodge. I just then didn't continue dodging because I was like, oh, I turned off because I used the other item. Woe is me. We still got an LF. We still got to win. We still got to end this stream.